I'd like to share with you on this week's Parshas Dovid, something very nice from the Rebbe's father, Rabbi Levi Yitzchok Zatzal. In this week, Moshe Rabbeinu describes to the Yidden all the nissim, the miracles that happened, and he explains that this king, this giant, Oig Melech HaBoshan, how he wanted to fight the Yidden, and the Yidden were victorious. And it describes in a pasuk what kind of giant Oig was. And it said he was so big, his bed was made out of iron, barzel, and we once spoke about that in the past, the meaning of barzel. But now we're going to focus on the measurement of that bed. It says the bed was 9 amos long, 9 amos orkoi, and 4 amos the width. 4 by 9 amos, cubits. Everything in Torah is exact. Nothing is just random or happens to be. If the Torah describes that the bed of Oig was 9 by 4 amos, it hints in this number what he was all about. If not, the Torah wouldn't have told us that. So Rabbi Levi Yitzchok explains what's the meaning over here, 4 by 9. With this, I have to give a hagdome, something very deep in Chassidus, but we'll hopefully give it over in a short hagdome. We know there is the Eibishter, and the Eibishter has Yud Kei Vav Kei, that's his name, and the Eibishter creates the world. It explains in Chassidus, just like by a person, you have the inside of you, like your machshava that you think. Now, if I think of the 4 letters of Hashem's name, it's Yud Kei Vav Kei. Yud, then Hey, then Vav, then Hey. 4 letters. But when I want to relate and give over those letters to another person, to speak about it, to reveal it, so to say, that's called the milui. Then I'm going to have to, if you look good, when I speak, it comes out into the open to someone else, I have to add some letters. When I say Yud, I have Yud Vav Dalet. Hey, also, I have Hey. Vav, Vav, and then Hey again. I'm going to show you a picture, a diagram. There's many ways it explains the Chassidus that you can have the name of Hashem. I can have it Shem Ab. One way I put it together, Shem Sag, Shema, and Shemban. Shemban is Yud Vav Dalet, Hey, Vav, Hey. 4 letters are the name of Hashem. But if I count all the letters, how I describe it in Milui, how it comes revealed and I verbalize it, then I have a total of 9 letters. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the letters itself of Hashem's name is 4. The Milui, then I have 9 letters. Now this Milui, this is what I want to explain, and you'll see how it hints to Oig. The letter and the Milui is exactly the same value. Look, the letter is Yud. If I want to verbalize it, I add Vav Dalet. Hey is the letter itself, the second letter. If I want to verbalize it, I have to say Hey. Vav, letter itself is Vav. I verbalize it, comes Vav. And then final Hey. Now, in this way of writing the letters, it's exactly the inside, so to say, and the outside is exactly the same, which means when I think the letters Yud Kei Vav Kei and I verbalize it, the letters that are going to become added, so to say, will be exactly the same numerical value. Look, I think about Yud. When I verbalize it, Vav Dalet. Vav and Dalet is 10, so it's 10 inside, 10 outside. Hey. Think about Hey. Verbalize Hey. Hey, 5. Vav, 6 and 6. Hey is, again, last letter, Hey. If you add the letters together, all the letters together, the numerical value is 52. This is known as Shemban. 20, 10, 12, another 10 adds up to 52. This is Shemban. Explains the Chassidus a very interesting thing. Hashem has many ways how he creates the world. But sometimes there is a level how Hashem creates the world. He conceals himself so much as if the mashal is the inside and the outside, which means is exactly the same. I'll give you a simple example. Look, take this rock. This rock, the outer appearance, I don't see any life. If I break it in half, the inside, same exact thing, the inside and the outside. So it explains the Chassidus that when you have Hashem's name becomes revealed into the world, which is Hashem Yud Kei Vav Kei, then when he creates the world, it's that milui, how he relates to something else, just like we speak to someone else. When it's exactly the same value inside and outside, that shows that there's such a concealment over here where you don't see any sign of life, of energy. When you have a person, for instance, let's say he stands still, you'll see flesh, you'll see bones, but really inside there's a nefesh, there's a soul there, there's nerves, there's a bloodstream, there's some chayas, there's life over there. So the inside and outside is not exactly bishov, it's not equal. It's not an exact same level. By a rock, the concealment of Hashem's energy is so deep and concealed that you don't see any sign of godliness, of life. It's inanimate, no life at all, plain, dry, so to say. This symbolizes Shemban, where Hashem's life force is so concealed where you don't see any type of life from inside and outside. That's Shemban. Where the numerical value is Hashem's name, and also what comes out exactly the same. Yud, hey, hey, Vov, hey, hey. And this is what Hashem wanted to hint over here. This oig, he was taken from that source, from that Shemban, the concealment of Hashem. He also comes from Hashem. And that's why, do you know what the measurement of his bed was exactly? 4, symbolizing it comes from Hashem. But you know how Hashem revealed himself over here was in the way of 9 letters. Yud, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That how did Hashem manifest himself and reveal himself in the world was in the way of Shemban, so concealed that the inside and the outside is exactly the same, showing that this is the level where Hashem says, I'm going to conceal myself so much, where I'm going to create some physical object, there won't be any sign of life over there, as if Hashem is so concealed. And this is the hint of why Dafke, the Torah describes, Oig Melech HaBash in his bed was 4 by 9, symbolizing he was taken from the lowest level of concealment of Hashem, and that's why he fought against the Yidden. But ultimately, as Moshe Rabbeinu wants to bring out, Yidden always prevail and always win.